I'm John Oetjens, and welcome to the first edition of our new program, Schooling Around. We feel that the Oxford School District is a special one. Our goal is to delve into some of the programs and activities offered by our schools and organizations related to them. We will be exploring things like the arts, our bands and orchestra, the theater group, our International Baccalaureate program, showing how it develops over our kids' entire school career. Our award-winning Automotive Technical Center, showing how it produces first-rate mechanics and engineers. Our robotics team, and how they got from ground zero to world championships. We'll also be talking with some of our administrators, including an exclusive interview with Dr. William Skilling, our superintendent. Our program can be seen Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. and 10 p.m. and on Saturdays at 11 a.m. Our schools have a lot to offer, and I hope you'll join us.
This program is sponsored by Tim Hortons and Cold Stone Creamery, Oxford. Tim Hortons, a place good neighbors meet and eat. Fresh coffee and pastry served 24 hours a day, and great luncheon and soup specials served daily, and friendly service always.
Our first subject deals with early childhood care. A concern of many parents is the change in age requirement for kindergarten. If you have a child born between June 1st and December 1st of 2009, they may not enter kindergarten this year. There is an early childhood program introduced to deal with this issue. It's called Young Fives. We visited Assistant Superintendent Jim Schwarz to get caught up on this.
Yes, the Young Fives program is in response to the state's rollback of the kindergarten entrance age. Currently, we are accepting students in Oxford with birthdays of being 5 years old from June 1st, 2009, right up through December 1st of 2009. Any student in that age bracket is certainly welcome to enroll in a Young Fives program. And a Young Fives program is simply a developmental program. It's really geared for those students who, they've completed a preschool program, a 4-year-old preschool program, but not necessarily quite ready for the rigors of a full kindergarten schedule. That being not only just the scheduling of kindergarten, but also the rigor of kindergarten in terms of Common Core curriculum and all of those requirements. A Young Fives program is one that is more steeped in play still. It's a slower paced curriculum. And it's a great transition from a preschool setting into a full-fledged kindergarten setting. So for those parents, particularly that used to enjoy a half-day kindergarten, this is a nice transition into kindergarten, having this year between 4-year-old preschool and 5-year-old kindergarten.
Is this going to be a 5-day-a-week program?
This will be a 5-day-a-week program, and it's going to be housed in all of our elementary schools. We are looking at space available within each elementary so that those students would just stay and go to kindergarten the next year in their neighborhood school. We're also providing transportation for this opportunity. Students can get on the school bus just as the other students do on the elementary bus to get on with their brothers and sisters. So there's not a need for the current transportation where parents have to drive them to the program. Also within the Young Fives program, we offer world language instruction as well as strings instruction. It's really
you're not telling us that they're going to come out of this knowing Russian and Chinese.
They'll know Chinese a little bit, or Spanish, depending on the building. Lakeville and Leonard will be Spanish, and Clear Lake and Daniel Axford are Chinese.
Now, will this be an all-day program?
This is an all-day program. Yep. They'll follow the traditional elementary school calendar as well as the traditional school daily schedule.
Okay, Okay, are there any special requirements to be able to get into this program, other than the age thing?
Nothing other than the age. There's no testing that has to occur. We don't have any of those pre-screening type of requirements. It's really based upon what the preschool recommends for your child, as well as what you would like for your child. As, you know, parents know their child best. So we really take the advice of the parent, and they're recommending preschool and what they've recommended.
Now, this is, I understand it, is the start of a 3-year program. Is that right?
This is a part of a 3-year program. We do anticipate it to be going longer than 3 years, but right now we're saying it's a 3-year program.
Okay. Hey, thanks for joining us and explaining this all, Jim. Good luck with it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You can pre-enroll online at the school website and then bring the needed documents into the administration building at 10 North Washington. Here's what you'll need: 2 proofs of residency, a current utility bill along with a current mortgage or property tax statement or a lease agreement will do for that. Your child's original birth certificate. Remember, the date of birth must be between June 1st and December 1st of 2009. A health appraisal. You need to see your doctor for this. Immunization records. A vision test. This can be done through Oakland County. Ask about that. Your current driver's license. You can call 248-969-5019 with other questions. The Young Fives program is just the tip of the iceberg in early learning. We visited the Early Learning Center at the Oxford Elementary School and spoke with Director Washia Jackson and teacher Pat Mueller about other early childhood opportunities. I'm here with Washia Jackson, who's the director of the Oxford Early Learning Center, and Pat Mueller, who's a program coordinator. And we want to talk about one of the new preschool programs that's available to Oxford residents. Washia, what do you think?
Well, we have the Great Start Readiness program. It is a free, and let me reiterate, free preschool program for 4-year-olds, and it's paid for through the state of Michigan. Children can come to school, high quality classroom, low student ratios, certified teacher, assistants. It is a wonderful opportunity, and parents do not have to pay anything.
Is this a brand new program, or is it one that's been expanded recently?
It is a recently expanded program. The state of Michigan allocated a lot of money this year to early childhood, which is putting their money where their mouth is, and to our benefit, to the students' benefit. So it's really a great opportunity.
Now, who can take advantage of this?
Surprisingly, this program is really designed for a family that makes about $55,000 a year for a family of 4. So it's not the lower income bracket. And then we have families that can make up to $82,000. We have a 10% spot or allocation that we can save for families that are over income.
So you can take a certain number of people in the higher income in as well.
Correct. And that number is based off of Oakland County numbers in the whole county, not just.
Does this program go year-round, or is it just during the school year, or?
Well, surprisingly, this is the wonderful part. Now, we run the regular school year, and the state of Michigan, for the first time again, they're just doing it big, is offering free GSRP programs for the summer. So children can come all day for free. Free breakfast, free lunch, free snacks, free field trips, certified teacher, small class ratio, and they really get those fundamental building blocks to help them prepare for kindergarten in the fall.
So this is a great way, for a low-cost way for parents to have their children taken care of and get an educational benefit as well.
Absolutely. It's free, totally free. So
And it's all day, 5 days a week?
all day, 5 days a week, and we'll start, I believe, at 7 in the morning, and children can stay until 5 to help accommodate families that are working. And we do have before and after school if they need to drop off before 7 or pick up after 5 for a minimal cost.
Is there a window of registration when people can register for this, or?
Well, for the fall, registration is currently on the way. We have not started registering for the summer program, but I'm betting that that'll be kicking up real soon, starting.
So if parents
We're taking phone calls.
If parents want to have their children in the program for the fall,
they better get on it now?
Absolutely.
And is it best to just go into your office, or how would they do that?
They can call our office, which is 248-969-5035, ask for Pat Mueller, or speak to the first person that answers the telephone, and they can answer their questions. Or feel free to come to 105 Pontiac Street in Oxford, Michigan.
And you can tell them what they need to bring in and how to get everything all set up.
Absolutely.
Okay, so that's the Great Start Readiness Program. I know that you folks deal with one or two other things that perhaps have been around for a while, and maybe we should utter those words again for the folks out there. I know that Head Start is one of them, but I'll let you take over and fill us in.
Okay. Head Start is a federally funded program. It's been around since 1964. It serves very poverty-stricken families. So that would be a family of 4 who earns under $23,000 per year. There's, interestingly enough, in Head Start, we have programming from children who are birth through age 5 in our programs. There's center-based and home-based programs. These are, again, geared towards making sure that children are ready for school. But Head Start also provides some of the social services that children might need. Nutrition services, nursing services, disability help. Things that we can do to promote families' ability to care for their children as they enter school.
So not everything about Head Start is here in this building. It's in homes as well.
Yes, absolutely.
Can you explain how that works?
There's a highly certified teacher who visits the parents' homes and brings activities to do with the parents and the children together. Basically helping parents learn what their children need to prepare for school. They leave activities and materials. They also have socialization, so those families join other families who are in the home-based program twice a month to do activities. We just did a Mom and Me, or Moving and Grooving with Mom. We have monthly activities for parents to join. We had an instructor come, and
She did Zumba, and the mom and brought their families or their children with them, and they can do an exercise class.
Oh, really?
yes, and they did that in an evening last week. We've also gone to the library and had story times together. We've done a variety of different things, but this way children are socialized to other children, which is important, and children also with their families, because their families are the ones that are going to stay with those children throughout their school careers. So we want to make sure that those parents know what's expected of them.
Is that a year-round program, or is it just during the school year?
Right now, we have center-based programs for Head Start students that are basically through the school year only. Our home-based program does run year-round.
Right, okay.
And home-based is from birth to 3. So those children are younger, infants, toddlers, and then when they turn 3, then they can come to a center-based program. And if parents are working, we do offer the option that you can bring your infant and toddler to a preschool setting in our building. So we offer a variety of programs to accommodate working families, as well as families that are in school, so that we can support them, as they continue their education or just support their families.
Okay.
That program is actually funded and is provided in collaboration with OLSA, who's the Community Action Agency for our county.
Okay. I don't mean to ask a stupid question, but when you say a program for the younger kids is home-based, is this a program where somehow you provide supervision and care for the kids throughout the day, or what exactly?
No, happens that's a great question though. What happens is the teacher comes once a week and visits the family for an hour and a half, bringing activities and different materials that the parents could use with their students, with their children.
And a lot of these programs are expanding and ongoing because, thankfully, for an increase in the state funding, right?
Right, and we also offer tuition-based programs for infants, toddlers, and preschoolers, where parents can pay tuition. We also offer before and after school care in every elementary school. So we really have a conglomerate of programs within Oxford.
And that's important to a lot of working couples, I'm
yes,
sure.
Absolutely. there's as many programs as there is family types and family needs. All families have different needs. Some people need early morning care. Some people need summer care. We do have a summer camp program for children from birth to 12. So they can come during the summer.
And what's the best way for folks to find out about these programs?
You can go on the website, oxfordschools.org, come into the Oxford Early Learning Center, give us a call, 248-969-5035, and, reach out to us. We're here to help and answer your questions and, to find out if we have a program that will fit that family's need, and if not, how can we support them?
Absolutely.
There's a lot out there if they only knew about them. Huh?
And talking to other parents, I think that's a really critical piece. Parents talking to other parents get the idea of what's the best placement for their own family. There's lots of community-based activities and lots of things the parents can sign up for and do. But I think that what's really important is that they check to see if it's what they really think it is. Come in for a tour.
I think it's also important for us to mention that our program is aligned with Oxford Community Schools. We are part of the school district, so the same requirements we require of our teachers, to be highly qualified, have ongoing professional development. The teachers come in every other Saturday. They've been doing this since September, receiving professional development. So high scope is our curriculum. We have online assessments that are really aligned with the curriculum. So helping teachers understand, and parents in the community, that early childhood really is the foundation, and as they move up into the elementary schools, that they're really ready, and not just ready academically but socially, emotionally, to make that transition.
And typically, what is the background of a person that you'd be looking for as a teacher in any of these programs?
In our Great Start Readiness program, our teachers are certified teachers with a bachelor's degree, elementary endorsed with a specialization in early childhood.
So these are teachers just like the teachers in elementary school.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But they have specific and specialized training in early childhood and looking at the developmental needs of students and children to help in scaffolding them to learn as they go. Does that make sense?
Yes, it certainly does.
It's very, very specialized, and there's not a lot of teachers who can do that. We're very fortunate. We have great teachers.
Yeah.
We really do.
See, these guys aren't just fooling around. They know what they're doing.
We do. It matters to us. It really matters to us.
You really ought to check these programs out. Thank you very much for joining us and for enlightening us on these things, Washia and Pat.
Thanks for coming in. We appreciate it.
The following program is made possible with a generous donation by the following sponsors: Lakeland Water Purification, 66 North Washington Street in Oxford, Michigan. We have been your locally certified water conditioning and purification specialist for over 50 years. We service all brands of water softeners. If Lakeland can't fix it, nobody can, because we are the specialists. Lakeland, 66 North Washington Street, Oxford.
Pat Mueller was kind enough to take us on a tour of the Early Learning Center facility.
Come on and join me as I take you on a tour of the Learning Center. We're going to go through the preschool classroom. This is one of our GSRP classrooms. This group of kids is looking at their teacher. I'm going to keep looking at their teacher. They're making some shoes as part of the shoe project that we're working with Christ the King Church in making shoes for students who live in Africa. We're looking for blue jeans. Somebody will volunteer to sew them together and make soles for shoes. As part of that initiative, these children are also working on shoes to get the idea of what is needed. Over here, there's some school-age kids that are watching a movie, because that's a fun time. This is a recreational week for these kids. This is a GSRP classroom. You can see that it's divided into different interest areas. There's places for children to read and places for children to play in the housekeeping area. You also see this art area, writing, and those types of things. Come on and I'll show you some of our other classrooms. We have 2 other GSRP classrooms here in the building. Let's go into this classroom next. What you see that makes our program so special and unique are things like the smart boards. These are interactive whiteboards. Teachers use these to do messages and promote literacy, reading, and writing right in the classroom. And with very young children, children who are 4, other things that you might notice is our daily routine that's in pictures and in words. One of the things we know that young children need is a structured routine with structured activities that have the ability to have more open-endedness. So we want teachers to be providing activities that are structured. At the same time, students are able to put their own spin on it. Helps to develop their brains. You can see we have the block area. We have housekeeping. You see these same areas in all of our classrooms. You see these open-ended art activities. We want kids to have the experience of putting food coloring on coffee filters and then explaining what happened when they saw the color explode. That's a very different idea for a 4-year-old. The other thing that you'll notice is you start to see a lot of writing. And of course we're not seeing a lot hanging up right now, but you'll notice that students are starting to write. They're starting to use their fine motor skills in ways that they will need to prepare for kindergarten. 16 students are in this room with 2 teachers. Teachers do hold degrees in early childhood and teaching certificates as well. They're a very specialized teaching group. Come on out here. There's more to the center. The center is quite large. In addition to our extended day programs and our GSRP programs, we also have tuition-based preschool programs and infant toddler programs, and they're down these hallways. Of course you can't. This is a preschool classroom. It also has 16 students. This is a 3-year-old classroom that holds 16 students. One of the things you can see our 3-year-olds were doing that is somewhat interesting is making book reports. What they do to write a book report is teachers take dictation of what that book was about, along with a picture of the student. And that provides the opportunity for children to talk about a book. It's that first experience with understanding that speaking is the same as reading. Pretty important. You also notice we do have pictures of, we have infants and toddlers, and these are some pictures of infants and toddlers doing some interesting things. So we have pictures of them painting, involved in car and block play. Looks like they're playing with some flashlight, looking at puzzles, climbing, being together. That's just sharing space with 20 other children, 16 other children is a very important preschool and early childhood requirement. You're hitting us a little at nap, so the infants and toddlers are just waking up. We'll take a quick look through. This is what the infants and toddler room look like. You can see the children are napping. The infants sleep in the crib side, where the toddlers play in this open area. We'll leave them so they can quiet. Never wake up a sleeping baby. Thanks, Sue. Our building is connected to the elementary school, It's connected to Oxford Elementary School. This is the 4-year-old tuition-based preschool classroom. We also have the opportunity to go outside to our playgrounds. We have 2 of them for kids to use. And right up there is the elementary school. During this next school year, the initiative is to make sure that we have preschool in each of the elementary schools. We're hoping that that further supports children's transition from preschool into kindergarten, making sure that they're ready and feel comfortable and confident when they get here, because they've already been in the building.
Just a reminder that that interview was done during spring break. If you are interested in any summer programs, we encourage you to call the Early Learning Center now. Thank you for joining us for the first of many of these programs highlighting our schools and their programs. If you have any suggestions, please call us at 248-628-9658. Comments and ideas are welcome. I'm John Oetjens for Oxford Community Television, keeping it local. Have a great day.
Hello, I'm Elgin Nichols.
And I'm Dave Kenny. Together we want to invite you to our weekly show, Minutes by Minute.
Minutes by Minute is a show where we talk about what's going on with your local Oxford Addison commissions and councils and other local political groups, passing out legislation and ordinances that affect you. We believe that there is humor in politics and government, and you just have to look for it.
And usually we find it. For example, did you know that a local village has an ordinance that says if you have an acre of land, you're allowed up to 25 chickens, but no rooster?
That could be bad news for the chickens and bad news for the rooster.
Check out our weekly Minutes by Minutes, Monday through Friday, 11:30 a.m. and 10:30 p.m.
There is a warning, Minutes by Minute could be contagious.